guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have had a hair transformation of all hair transformations, and today I want to talk you through what I did, how I did it, how we got there, and how I want to go forward with my hair. Now, first of all, I just want to address something really quick before we get into the video. Now, if you're a regular on my channel, you'll have seen recently I have dropped from 2 videos a week to 1. Now, that is just a temporary lapse. I am so busy at work coming up to Christmas. I work in retail, and this is like the busiest time of year, and I am working longer hours. I've got so much going on, and I just don't have time. It's so frustrating. So at the moment, I'm definitely going to be getting out 1 video a week. If I have time, which hopefully I will at some point, I'll definitely get my second up. If not, bear with me. January, I'll be back to 2 videos a week. At the moment, it's just, there's not enough hours in the day. It is insane. Anyway, let's get on with this video. So basically, last Friday, I went to this amazing colorist and I went through a 7-hour transformation to take my hair from dark to light. It was a huge day, and I thought I wanted to kind of cover the day. I wanted to vlog the day so you could see the process, see how it went, the results, how long and how much work actually goes into doing something like this. It's not easy. It took a lot of work, it took a lot of patience. My hairdresser, I think, was exhausted by the end of the day, but it was so worth it. So first of all, I'm just going to go into the backstory, and then we'll go into the vlog and we'll go through the process. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll probably see one video I'll be all brown, and the next video I'll have roots coming in. I am like, I want to say about 70% grey. So when I was 12 years old, I started to go grey right at the front, and it used to only be this little patch here, and my mum used to do my roots for me. She kind of got me through all of my teenage years, and then she kind of taught me how to do it, and I've been doing my roots ever since. Now, it went from here and it spread, and now it is widespread. I'm not completely grey. There's definitely some dark still in there, but I am a majority of grey white. Every 2 weeks I was having to do my roots. It was such a nightmare. I'd been doing it for 18 years now. Like 18 years I've been doing my own roots. It's just insane. So I would do my roots like 3 times, and I would go to a hairdresser to get everything else done, and it was just getting too much. It was just so much work. I was sick of every week seeing the roots come back in, and I was like, enough is enough. I need to do something about this. My idea was that I wanted to be able to grow my hair out. So basically, I wanted to be able to let all this grow out eventually and have white hair. That was the plan. So that's what I had in the back of my head. So I did some research, had a look online, had a look at some ideas, found this amazing colorist, the south of Sydney. I will link her, all her social media down below, so you can go and check her out. She's phenomenal. I found her, contacted her, made an appointment. Basically, from when I made the appointment, I had 3 weeks to kind of really nut out what I wanted to do, what I thought my hair could handle, how much work I wanted to put into it, all that kind of stuff, and just really figure out what I wanted to do. So basically, during that 3-week period, I was on Pinterest every single day. Like, I was obsessed with looking at white grey hair. It's all I could look at. I was on Pinterest just trying to figure out what I wanted. I was trying to nut out exactly what I wanted, and I'd be looking at pictures and I would pin them to my profile, and then I'd go back and look at them, and I'm like, no, that's not going to work because of my roots. And I was just trying to figure out what was going to work. So Friday came. My appointment was 8:30 in the morning. We had a 7-hour appointment booked, so she had plenty of time. So basically, I got there at 8:30. We went in and we did a consultation. So my hairdresser, her name is Jamie. Now, I've met her before. She's a friend of a friend. So I have met her before, and she has seen my hair, but she's never had a proper look at it. Now, I left 4 weeks of regrowth for her to see. So I had this massive chunk of white hair. And the past few days at work, everyone had been like, what's wrong with your hair? What's wrong with your hair? And I'm like, that's my natural colour, guys. I just cover it up so you never see it. This is it. So anyway, we had a consultation. We talked through it. We went through all the different ideas. I showed her what I wanted. She told me what was achievable. And basically what we figured out was that we could definitely get there, but because of how my hair looked at the time, the different colours that were in there, the different colour build-ups that were in my hair, because I've been dyeing my hair for 18 years, there was so much colour build-up in there of all different types and shades, and it was pretty much a bit of a mess, and it just needed a good fixing just to get it all kind of really nice and one-toned. So yeah, like I said, we did the consultation, and what Jamie suggested was that we kind of go in, we do the bleach, we do like a full head of bleach. We do it a couple of times, or as much as my hair can handle, and we'll just see what happens. Now, with going from dark to light, it's very hard for a hairdresser to know what's going to happen because of the colour history. Whatever you've been putting on your hair, something that could be a little bit warm, it could have red in it, is very different to cool. There's so much science that goes into hairdressing, it's unreal. She basically said to me, we're just going to have to go in, do it, put the bleach on, and just see what happens. First thing we did is we did like basically a full head of bleach, so everything but the roots. So it was about an inch, I would say an inch of root I had, so everything from that start of that root down we bleached. Now what Jamie did is this part of my hair was kind of really warm and like mahogany, and then it went kind of like a warm blonde at the end. So what Jamie did is she used different strengths of bleach on different parts of the hair just to try and lift it all to the same colour. It was very technical. The girl's amazing. So first step is through the mids, so through this kind of section here, she applied a 9% powdered bleach, and on the ends she applied a 12% bleach. So the 12% was to kind of lift the darkness, and then the 9% was to lift the warm through the middle. Now, one thing that really made me go and see Jamie, that really trusted in her, is she uses a product called Olaplex. Now, if you haven't heard of it, I will link it down below. Basically, it stops the hair from getting damaged when you're going through massive chemical processes. So it comes in 3 stages. You have stage 1, which you use while you're colouring. You have stage 2, which you use after you've coloured. And the stage 3 is like an at-home treatment that you do yourself. So while she was doing the bleach, she had Olaplex inside the bleach just to make sure that it didn't kind of massively damage the hair. And if you can see my hair, you can see that the quality for what we did is just outstanding. It's not perfect. It's definitely not kind of like perfect soft hair. You can feel it is a little bit on the drier side, and it's, I mean, really, could you expect anything less? I thought it was going to be a lot more damaged than this, I really did, but it's still so soft and manageable and really easy to style. When you've got really dry damaged hair, it's really frizzy and it's hard to style, and you literally just want to tie it up the whole time, whereas I love having my hair out. I'm so happy with the results. So that was the first step. So basically we left this section of bleach on. It was on, I can't remember exactly how long. I want to say like 20 minutes to half an hour. And then what we did is we washed it off at the basin. She put the second part of Olaplex on and then worked it into the hair, rinsed it off. Now when I looked in the mirror, I was like, my hair was orange. It was such a funny colour. Basically what happens is when you lift the darkness out of the hair, because it's had warmth in it, the darkness comes out, but the undertone of the hair dye is still left in there, and it's like a weird, gross orange colour. Anyway, I freaked out a little bit. I was like, yuck, but she was like, this is what's going to happen. And that's when we decided we need to do a part 2. Obviously, we couldn't leave it at that tone. It was weird. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't nice. So again, we went in with a second load of bleach. And this time, we did the roots and we did the ends in 2 different sections. So we did the full roots this time. Because there was still dark through my roots, because I'm not completely white, the white bits were absolutely fine. They were amazing, but there was still dark in my roots, so that's what we needed to lift. Now, the ends had already lifted quite well. It was just this kind of warm section here and the dark that we still needed to work on. And then she'd wrapped it all up, put it into a hairnet, like a shower cap, if you like, to hold it all in. And we left that on, I think that was on for about 45 minutes. And then this time we went and rinsed it out at the basin, put the Olaplex part 2 on, and then she had a look at the hair. And she was saying to me, I mean, I couldn't see because I was kind of like lying there, but she was talking to me at the back. And she was saying to me, there's still a lot of warmth in there. It's lifted, but not to the point where we can be the desired colour that I want it to be. So she's like, we're going to have to kind of put a toner on it, get it to kind of all one similar shade, and then we're going to have to leave it for today and then come back to get the next level. So that's what we did. So she kind of thought about a few different scenarios in her head of different toners that she wanted to do. Her idea that she wanted to do at this point was to keep it as light as possible, but to try and knock back as much warmth as she could. So she mixed up a concoction. I was lying there and I could see her, and she had all these different colours. shaking them in her pot to mix up this concoction. So basically she used, now I'm not a hairdresser, I don't really know what this bit means, but she mixed number 8, she mixed silver, and she mixed 2.7%. Now, I don't know what those mean. If you're a hairdresser, you'll know what they mean, but that's what she did. So she mixed 3 different products in to get the right toner. And then as I was lying there in the basin, she put the toner on, left it on for about 10 minutes, I think, and she was kind of massaging it into the hair to kind of really get it to work. And then she rinsed it off, did the Olaplex Part 3, and then rinsed it all off, shampoo, conditioner, blah, 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 all that stuff. Went back to the mirror and I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I was so nervous. Like, how can we go from that horrible orange to this? Just blew my mind. I was so happy. So she blow dried it, and she blow dried it beautifully, and it was still really long, but the ends were just not in the kind of quality that I could leave. It was just going to be a nightmare. They were going to be really dry and brittle, and I was just like, let's just get this off and we'll just leave the kind of good part of the hair that we can work on, and it's going to grow back. So that's what we did. So we chopped it up. So she blow dried it. It looked amazing, and then yeah, she took it right up to kind of just below my shoulders. I wanted to go a little bit shorter, to be honest. It was one of those things that, should we go a bit shorter, should we, but because it was such a dramatic change already, Jamie was like, just leave it for now, we'll leave it like this, and then next time when you come back we can always take another inch off it. So that's what we decided. So then she did this beautiful blow dry, this beautiful style, made it all nice and wavy, and it was just amazing, and I was so happy. So once we were complete, we were looking at it and we were like, looks amazing, I'm really happy with it, but I still want to go white. Like, it's blonde, it's still very blonde, and it's got a lot of warmth in it, which is not what I want, but that's as far as we could get it in stage 1. So I do have an appointment booked to go back in January, and that's when we're going to get it to that kind of white silvery colour. Now I just want to show you quickly the products that I'm going to be using over the next 8 weeks just to keep my hair in top condition. So Olaplex comes in 3 parts, like I said. Part 3 is the take home part. So this you use once a week. So it says use once a week between chemical services to strengthen hair. So apply a generous amount from the roots to the ends on unwashed towel dried hair. Comb through once, leave for 10 minutes, and then go and wash, shampoo and condition your hair. So how Jamie advised me to use this product was on the day that I was going to be washing my hair, I was to jump in the shower, wet my hair so it was kind of damp, but don't wash it, just wet it, and then to put this through. So a generous amount, put it all the way through the hair and leave it on for about half an hour. Now on the bottle it says 10 minutes. She advised me that she has clients who sleep in it. It's not one of those products that the longer you leave it on, it's not good. The longer you leave it on, the better, really. So she said I don't need to sleep in it. She said half an hour is plenty. So wet my hair, put it on, leave it on for half an hour, and then, you know, wash it off. And then she said the important thing to do with this is to shampoo and condition after. So you don't use this to replace your conditioner. This is like a pre-treatment, and then you treat your hair as you normally would. Now I haven't used it yet. I only got my hair done on Friday, so I did wash it today, but it's still a little bit soon, so I'm going to do it on Friday. So every Friday until I see her again, I'll be using this. Now the other products I am going to be using is, I've got the Terax Crema Hydrating Shampoo, and I've got the Terax Moisturizing Daily Conditioner. Now this shampoo and conditioner is nothing super special. It's sulfate free, color safe. It's one of those products, it doesn't have a lot of crap in it. Like the ones that you buy from the, from the supermarket or the chemist are not good when you've done something like this to your hair. You need to use specialized products. So these I will be using. Now the shampoo I will definitely be using at the moment. Because the process has just been done and my hair is feeling a little bit extra brittle, especially kind of around the fronts at the ends, I am going to be using a specialized conditioner at the moment, and then when it starts to feel a little bit healthier I will go back to the Terax one. But at the moment I'm going to be using the Kerastase Mask Force Architect. Now I have been using this religiously for about 8 years now. I absolutely love this mask. I usually use it maybe once a month, and it just kind of brings back all the moisture and the life to your hair. Now this range, the dark green range, is made for a very brittle, damaged hair, which is why you kind of don't use it all the time. You only need to use it once a month as a treatment. At the moment, while all this is kind of really, a bit straw-like and a bit damaged, I'm going to be using this every time I wash my hair. Now I'll probably only need to do this for a couple of weeks, maybe just 4 times, but I'm just going to really use it to really kind of bring the hair back together and bring it back to life. So I used it today and my hair is definitely feeling really soft and smooth using it. It's such a beautiful product. Kerastase is a French hair care brand and they're a little bit on the pricey side, but their stuff is amazing and it really, really works. So I will definitely be using this. And then like I said, once I kind of feel like I don't need to use that every time, I'll go back to the Terax conditioner. So these I have been using again for a little while. Really like them. They're pretty gentle. Like I said, they're color safe and they don't have any sulfates in them. This one's anti-frizz, so really good for controlling any frizz and damage. So yeah, I really love that shampoo and conditioner. And then when I come out of the shower, after I've towel dried my hair before I style it, there's a couple of products that I'm going to be using just to make sure that my hair kind of stays in condition while it's being heat styled. So the first thing is the Kerastase Elixir Ultimate Oil. Now as you can see, I've already used quite a lot of this. Again, like the Kerastase mask, I do use this religiously anyway. Now Jamie did advise me that hair oil is vital for the ends because the scalp naturally has oil in it. The roots and this kind of part of the hair is always really well looked after because of those natural oils, but the ends aren't near your scalp. They tend to get a lot more drier quicker. Now again, I put this on today. I put it on my fingertips and I kind of ran it through the bottom half of the hair and really kind of worked it into the ends. Again, it just really softens the hair, gives like an extra boost of hydration, but it definitely doesn't make it feel greasy or weigh it down, which is really nice. And the last product that I will be using is the Kerastase Vita Cement Top Seal. Now what this is, like the mask, I got this a long time ago and I use it every so often. When my hair is feeling super healthy, I tend not to use this, but when it's feeling like this, it's really vital. What it is a heat activated reconstructing milk for brittle damaged hair. You put it kind of through the ends, so after you've towel dried your hair, put your oil on, and then it's not every time you wash your hair, I think it's every 4th time you wash your hair. It kind of stays in the hair and it lasts for a little while. You don't need to reapply it every single time. But what you do when you're putting it on is you work it into the ends, and it's heat activated, so it's made to be used when you're heat styling your hair. Now I blow dry and straighten my hair every time I wash it. So as the heat from your heat styler is activated, it helps to kind of treat the erosion and help prevent any further erosion. So it's one of those little magic treatments that you use for your kind of extra damaged brittle hair. So quite a selection of products, but I think when you've done something like this, when you've done like a massive chemical treatment to the hair like I have, you really have to invest in looking after the hair after, which is what I'm doing. I don't mind spending the money and getting the best of the best to make sure my hair stays in good condition. The last thing you want is to bleach your hair, get it to the desired color that you want, and then the hair is just fragile and brittle and you can't style it and it's falling out. That's not where I want it to be, and I'm so happy that that's not where I am. So like I was saying, it's still not exactly where I want to be. It's still very much on the warm side. It's very blonde, whereas I want to be more on the white, silver grey side. But we're definitely going to get there. So this is part 1. I wanted to just show you what we did, how we got there, how I'm going to be looking after my hair in the meantime. And then I will definitely come back in January once I've had part 2 done, and then do like a second part to it and just show you how we got from this to white. So I really hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions or any comments or anything, please leave them down below. Like I said, definitely go and check out Jamie's social media. She has an amazing Instagram account where she does all her befores and afters, so definitely go and have a look because she's a phenomenal colorist. So happy that I went to see her. Also go and check out Olaplex. I'll link these products also down below as well. Go and have a little look at them all and see what you think. Like I said, any questions, please leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!
Your hair looks nice.
Thank you.
I didn't know you wanted silver alfoil hair.
Tinfoil hair.
You look like you're from some crazy space show, like a really low budget space show.
Yeah.